Not many people know this, but Brawl Stars used to be a completely different game. Like, here's it now, looking all pretty and beautiful and cute. And here was it when it first came out. You can see the dimensions are all different, the fonts and themes are super ugly, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that is completely different now from when Brawl Stars was in beta. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 things that got changed before the global release in Brawl Stars. Now, before we do get on with the list, please enter my giveaway. A few others and I are giving out an iPad mini 4 and a few $100 in gift cards. So if you want to enter that, click the link at the very top of my description below. And while you're down there, if you can slide me a like too, I would greatly appreciate it. These videos take a few hours to make and it takes a few seconds to like it. Thank you. So in the current state of Brawl Stars, the game is landscape, meaning that you hold your phone sideways. But when the game was first introduced, it was actually vertical. And the problem with this is that characters like El Primo were insanely overpowered because you would just be chilling and then out of nowhere, a Primo would come in from the side and he would be in punching distance like immediately. So during this time, El Primo dominated. And to be honest with you guys, switching from vertical to landscape was probably one of the best things that Supercell has done. Moving on to the next thing though, this is the overall font and theme. Going on over to the main menu, you can see all 4 of the game modes are just like stacked here compared to the current version where you click on one and then it displays them all. Going on over to clan chat, there's this weird poop green color in the background. I don't really know what they were going for here. Like the rest of Brawl Stars was like a Midwest theme, but now we have poop green and it's ugly. Also, what is this 4 doing here? It literally doesn't make any sense. And the final thing I want to mention is that clubs actually used to be called bands. They literally switched the name of this last second, but it really isn't a big deal. So moving on to the next one, this is the character rework. So the main one here is Brock. Back then he looked like this ugly 2D creepo psychopath, but now he's over here looking like a Wii character. Okay, I have to be honest, I stole that joke from HaVoC, but we did do a collab video on his channel, so I'll have that linked in the description too. But back to the character reworks, there's a few other ugly / dull characters, and I think these will get changed like very soon. So the first one is Daryl, and he's just really flat and bland. And I'm not saying he's bad by any means, but just rotating him around, there's not much detail like on the barrel, on his hat, and not to mention, Daryl used to be the same as Bull. Like Bull's ability goes straight, and that's how Daryl's ability used to be as well. So since Daryl's kind of ugly and he's very similar to Bull still, I expect a lot of changes to come to him soon. The other ugly brawler is Ricochet. I don't really see this one as much, but I know some of my friends said that Ricochet is really old and outdated and ugly, so I figured I'd mention it. Just like looking at the metal though, like on his frame, it does look a little bit bland, but I don't think Ricochet is as bad as Daryl. Moving on to the 4th thing that changed though, this is the progression system for each brawler. So currently in Brawl Stars, you spend 1 of your points and it upgrades the health, attack, and your super all at the same time, but very small increments. Back in the day, you would just pick one of these that you wanted to upgrade. So if you're like, damn, this brawler's weak, you can focus on health. If you're like, okay, I'm not doing any damage, you can stack his attack and then leave his health the same. I know a lot of people liked this system compared to what we have now, but I gotta admit, being able just to upgrade all 3 at once is definitely way easier. One final insignificant thing, at the bottom there's 3 tabs, upgrade skins and leaderboards. To change your skins now, you just literally slide, so that's easier. And to check the leaderboards now, you actually have to go on over to the global leaderboards and then filter it by each brawler. And the final thing that got changed for the Brawl Stars global release are the gem prices. So even though the amount of gems you're getting is different, it's not really a big deal. So I don't really think anyone's getting ripped off because like with the changes to the new progression system and how everything works out, it all sort of balances out. Also, if you're looking in the shop, there's a 50% coin boost and a coin doubler. So if you were to buy both of these, you can just get like insane profits. And I'm pretty sure Kairos Time made a video on like how to max out an account with just a couple $100. I'm not really sure if you can still do that method to this day, but I'm telling you, back when Brawl Stars was in the beta, you can do some crazy stuff in the shop. Now, since that was the final thing for today's video, we are going to be ending it here. Remember, enter my giveaway. Link to that is in the description below. But this has been Eclihpse, and peace out.